What if the iconic Jawbreakers from Ed and Eddy were real? How much would they cost? How much would they weigh? And what would be the sugar content in the real world? To start this math, we first need to figure out the height of one of the characters, and then from there we can calculate the approximate diameter of these Jawbreakers. Now this is a cartoon, so size can be inconsistent from episode to episode, and even from frame to frame. But going off the tallest character, we have Ed, the tallest of the Ed boys, and frankly, my favorite. And Ed is canonically 5'9". You gotta remember these are children. So given the fact that Ed is 5'9", that would make the Jawbreaker approximately 9.75 inches in diameter. Now, for the sake of this video, and if you allow me some liberties, I can round that down to 9.5, and I'll do that for a specific reason. Now, the reason I round it down to 9.5 is that is the exact same diameter as a basketball. With that imagery in your brain, we can go take it a step further and compare the size of the Jawbreaker to the size of the basketball. Now, according to Candy Confections, Candy Nation, and Amazon.com, the most common size of Jawbreaker sold is the 1-inch Jawbreaker, which is great because it's going to make the math a whole lot easier. This right here is a formula to calculate the volume of a sphere. It is 4/3 times pi times r cubed. Here's the volume of the Jawbreaker versus the volume of the basketball, J and B. The basketball is 858 times larger than the Jawbreaker, so now we can take 858 and multiply the stats of a 1-inch Jawbreaker to see how big these things would be. If we use the show's logic that a Jawbreaker is 25 cents, we can multiply that by 858, and that gives us $214.50 for an Ed, and Eddy Jawbreaker, not in counting inflation. Now that we have the price, we can calculate the nutritional value, and surprise, surprise to no one, it's not looking great. If you couldn't figure out by the way I was phrasing this, a Jawbreaker is 100% sugar. So how much sugar is in a Jawbreaker? A 1-inch Jawbreaker is equal to 4.5 teaspoons of sugar. We can take 4.5 teaspoons and multiply that by, you guessed it, 858. And that number is 3,861. There are 48 teaspoons in a cup, so we can divide 3,861 by 48, giving us 80.44 cups of sugar in the Ed and Eddy Jawbreaker. Given that the weight of sugar is 1 teaspoon equals 4.2 grams, with doing the math, an Ed and Eddy Jawbreaker would weigh approximately 35.75 pounds, baby! That's the weight of 4 newborn toddlers. The sugar content inside of an Ed, and Eddy Jawbreaker would be equal to 335.75 cans of Mountain Dew. That's a lot of dew. And here are the final calculations for everything. You go ahead and pause the read. What do you guys think? Were you surprised by any of that math? Did you like the video? If you think of any other cartoon calculations, please let me know and share the video with anyone you think might enjoy it.